Hi friends, welcome back. Again this is Jayalakshmi of Vaigai College of Engineering ECE department, and now we are going to discuss about that step, impulse and exponential response of your RC series circuit. Okay, this is the circuit for your RC series circuit, and we have already discussed about the transient response of RC circuit. Now we are going to discuss about the step, impulse and exponential response of RC series circuit. When you are giving that step input, we are giving that step input as u of t. Okay, x of t, that instead of that one we are giving that v naught into u of t as the input signal. So when you are writing that KVL equation for this one, we are having 1 by c into integration of I of t dt plus r into I of t will be equal to v naught into u of t. So this is your KVL equation. So we can rewrite this equation so that we can take a Laplace transformation. So you are writing that equation as 1 by c integral 0 to t I of t dt plus 1 by c minus infinity to 0 I of t dt plus r into I of t equal to v naught into u of t. Now we are taking Laplace in transformation for the above equation. You are getting 1 by c I of s by s plus 1 by c L into q of 0 plus r into I of s plus vs by s. V naught by s, since we are using a capacitor, it stores energy in the form of q naught. So we are considering that one as q naught. So only I am dividing this equation into two integral parts, 0 to t and minus infinity to 0. Okay, so for that 0 to t there will be no storage, so we are writing this one like this. Okay, so I am taking that I of s on the one side and the other things on the other side. So I am getting that equation as I of s equal to v naught by r divided by s plus 1 by rc. So when you are taking Laplace inverse transformation for this equation, we are getting I of t equal to v naught by r as constant. Then for 1 by s plus 1 by rc, you are taking that e power minus t 1 by rc into t as inverse Laplace transformation. So when you are giving a step input signal v naught into u of t, you are getting output as I of t equal to v naught by r into e power minus 1 by rc into t. Okay, next we have to apply the impulse signal. Okay, impulse response, instead of v naught into u of t, you are getting that delta t. Okay, so I am giving that impulse value as delta t. When you are taking Laplace for the delta t, you are getting that as 1. Okay, so other things are same except instead of u of t we are giving here as 1. Okay, so that equation will become I of s. When I am taking that common things on the other side, I of s will be written as 1 by r plus 1 by rcs. I am rearranging this one so that I can take the inverse Laplace transformation easily. This equation will become I of s equal to 1 by r into 1 minus 1 by rc into 1 by s plus 1 by rc. Okay, now we are taking that Laplace inverse transformation for this equation. It will become I of t equal to 1 by r into delta t minus 1 by rc into e power minus 1 by rc into t u of t. Okay, when you are taking inverse Laplace transformation for this equation, we are getting like this one. Okay, so for the input you are doing that. For the input you are giving, we are getting the output as this one. Okay, delta t, for the input delta t we are getting the output as 1 by r into delta t minus 1 by rc e power minus t by rc into u of t. Okay, next we have to go for the exponential response. When you are giving the input as a into e power at, that exponential input, and for that one we have to find the initial value. So previous that one, for a capacitor you are having q of 0 as stored value. Here for that I of 0 at time t equal to 0, your e of t will become a by r. Okay, when you have to apply this one for I of 0. Now we are applying KVL to this circuit. We are getting that equation r into I of t plus 1 by c into integral I of t dt, which is equal to a into e power alpha t. Okay, a into e power alpha t. When I am applying this one a into e power alpha t, and I have to take Laplace transform on both the side. We are taking that one r into I of t. Okay, for that one we are having that I of s s into I of s minus I of 0 plus 1 by RC into I of s, which is equal to a into alpha by r divided by 1 by s minus alpha. Now I am rearranging this equation so that I can take the I of s on the one side. We are getting that one a alpha by r into 1 by s minus alpha plus a e power 0. That is a by r, you are rewrite that as a e power 0. E power 0 is 1. So I am writing that as a by r as a e power 0. Then that right side 1 by s plus r by c is taken that on the other side. So we are getting this equation like this one. And I am rearranging this equation so that I can take the inverse Laplace transformation easily. So we are taking that one I of t as a by r minus a by r plus 1 by alpha c into e power minus 1 by rc into t plus a e power alpha t divided by r plus 1 by alpha c. See that one, in this input we are giving the equation. We are getting that I of s as a into alpha by r into 1 by s minus alpha into 1 by s plus r by c, that into 1 by alpha plus 1 by rc plus ar divided by 1 by s plus 1 by rc. I am rearranging this equation so that I can take that inverse Laplace transformation easily. Okay, so for the impulse response you are giving a e power alpha t as input. We are getting the output as a by r minus a by r plus 1 by alpha c into e power minus 1 by rct plus a e power alpha t divided by r plus 1 by alpha c as an output. Okay, that's all about our RC response for step input, impulse input and then exponential input. Okay.